Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Bridgegad, live from the ever-glorious Mescal Manor, Mach 2. Not on the other side of the country, sitting right next to me in the old Mescal Manor. It's the Vampire King himself, King Possum, Lord Meerkat, Tristan Bowling.
Howdy, everybody. How we doing? That was a hard howdy. Welcome to the funniest podcast on the fucking earth. My name is Tristan Bowling. I'm going to be your co-host for this evening, sitting on the table, the side table, in the extra supported armchair.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
What?
Hey, I don't have fucked up facial hair and wear my chest hair out. I don't step on your bits.
I think you
Over here on the side table.
literally
What
have-
the hell?
You're doing both of those things right now. You have fucked up facial hair and you're showing a little bit of chest hair.
Whoa.
You're literally doing both of
Over
those
here on the
things.
side table, egregiously laughing at some mid. It's the big man himself, the anti-Riz, Patrick Orianons. It's Andrew Oriana.
What's up?
And I fucked you up when you got off stage last night. It made my heart. I did the hacky, like, hey, give it up for Andrew. He lost 100 pounds. And they actually were like, I was like, nah, actually, just kidding. He's fatter now than when I met him. And they're like,
Oh, you mean that thing you do almost every single time?
stop being fatter now than when I met you. It'll stop playing.
You just keep expanding.
I'm like the Chinese Empire, dude.
Yeah.
It's expanding.
Yeah,
It's
you
trying to
gotta-
take all over Mongolia.
Stop acting out the plot of The Blob in real life.
Yeah.
Fucking taking in more man.
Katamari Damacy ass.
What?
You guys ever played Katamari?
What?
Don't
the
look. Don't
fuck
say that,
was
and then look. They'd be like, "Hey, get a little bit shilly doop." Hey, have you
No,
guys ever
it's,
played?
Katamari
You guys ever been lost in
Odyssey?
a cornfield?
You guys ever screamed in a cornfield trying to find a dog that you think is dead, but you kind of know is dead? No, I forget the name of it. It was Katamari Odyssey or something like that. It was a game for the GameCube or something where it was like you're a guy rolling on a ball and you collect stuff and pick stuff up. The ball gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you're like rolling over cities and like.
I do know what you're talking
and
about.
I
That
was
was
the asshole.
that was
And-
bumping around when you were Fusion Frenzy.
Yes.
Fusion Frenzy's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And
Yeah.
also Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, pull up just a picture. I need my inner child to see like you're in like we're airplane height in the sky, just trying to land on one ring and hit one fucking banana, and you're just crying. Literally, your mom's coming like, dinner's ready. You're just like, oh, fucking come when I.
Yeah. Dinner is dead, Mom.
You know what? My mom
it's
never-
so hard.
My mom didn't only hit me when I was losing at video games. She didn't hit me with like dinner's ready. She'd come in with updates. She'd be like, well, dinner's pretty lukewarm now, so I hope Monkey Ball is going fucking amazing for you.
It's going terrible, Mom. I wanted dinner. I am stuck to this game.
Proteins what you were missing to fucking get that last banana. I forgot how fun this shit was, bro. Video games got too crazy. I don't need a whole
Have you
open
seen-
world and
Yeah, have you seen someone speed run Super Monkey Ball like a professional gamer? Like gamer, is that the term? A professional game, like a
could just
professional
say-
speed runner?
he's Asian.
No, nah, dude. There's some like white kids with ghost skin sitting in the bottom of like their basement, just being like, "I became the best. All it took was my entire everything." But and just being like, "This is how you do this level," and it's just a guy just collecting all the bananas, and just being like, "That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I'm glitching through here. I'm taking," because you can like ramp off sides of the map and like land deeper.
It's like the Rainbow Road glitch, where like if you know
Yeah.
how to do it, you can fall off the
like,
side.
Like you only get that if like you're like a real esports athlete, you know.
Stop. Stop right now. I'm already pissed that they put competitive cheerleading on ESPN The Ocho. Don't take it once. Don't take it
Yeah,
once.
it's competing with competitive pillow fighting. You're not in trouble.
Have you seen? I saw this. There's like when it comes to like the women. Do you know who I think are actually like athletes? These women doing bare knuckle boxing. I saw this one chick who was just like come out. She's like, "How'd you think the fight went?" And there's like a visible split in her jaw every time she talks. She's like, "Yeah, I think it was pretty bad on my end." And like the girl in the ring is just like, "Yay!" and has like minimal like she just was like washed herself too hard in the shower and just got like her little red mark. She's like, "I'm fine." And meanwhile, she's just like there's photos of her just like absolute just eating a punch and just being like, "Yeah, I thought it was gonna go my way." And then, it didn't.
It is pretty fun to think that like you'd like to believe that like the human race is advancing and doing this and that, and they're not running nationwide nuke tests, and other countries aren't running nationwide nuke. Did you see that? We got a test on
That's
our
such
phone.
a hard left turn from what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, they got that's like real shit. Did you get that? Because this is coming out tomorrow. This will be current. Did you get that text on your phone?
Yeah.
The-
Immediately.
The nationwide country panic test system alert.
Yeah, immediately turned it off and put Denzel Curry back on.
because you're a child and your parents downstairs were talking about adult stuff.
No, it's because what am I supposed to do about that?
Yeah, if
What am I supposed to do about that?
What?
Kind of.
Honestly,
Care,
honestly,
kind
what-
of.
No.
I mean, I live in New York, so if anyone's fucked as hell, it's gonna be me getting out of there. When it comes to being like, if I just get a fucking boop boop and it just says run, like I'm not gonna. Where am I gonna
Well,
go?
no, realistically, it's dudes in like Montana are the only safe ones. Arizona would get taken out in the exact same bomb that hit California. It would blow up a bunch.
I know, but we're going first. It really sucks.
Like they took out a city in 1940. Yeah, states are on the line at this point. Whole continents probably.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well,
So-
Russia did the exact same thing yesterday.
Oh yeah, was it just? I think
It
was
was
it Apple? I think it was Apple. It was like
Petrifying.
it was. It's not even like it's like an Apple thing. I think was it Android phones did it too?
Yeah, everything. It was.
Could
Okay.
you imagine
look up
people in
the-
Ukraine being like, finally, a data rest, and then the alarm goes up, they're like, fuck!
Look
Yeah.
up the alert that played yesterday at 11:20. What were the actual words on it? Because it was like a very ominous, like it was like the DraftKings fucking gambling thing. It's like, hey, it's like a backhanded, like you should probably be concerned a little bit, but not too concerned.
Yeah, just being like, hey, so if you are pawning your children to bet on the Buccaneers, please don't do
Yeah.
that. But
I'm not even taking the crazy fucking right wing stance that I would normally take because the fucking crazies, the conservatives are like, that's what activated the chip that they put in us during COVID. And it's like, okay, buddy, calm the fuck down.
oh yeah, I saw zombies trending on Twitter. I'm like, do
Yeah.
people really think that? Like, it's just like, well, there it goes, 5G right up in my brain.
Well, no, then there were some people, they're clearly like, they're fake, but everyone's just cloud chasing. There were videos of people like, they're filming someone else and then like right at 11:20 when the thing went off, like they just started catching the Holy Ghost. They just,
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi
Just
hit.
like a
they're
grimace
"Ah,
shake
ah."
style. Just like,
They were like, the thing started.
yeah, don't call the National Security Alert System at 3 a.m. Here's
Do you-
what happened.
Do you really think we can deflect a nuke if we had to? Do you think if fucking Russia pushed the button, we actually have something
Yeah.
that's like shoots it out the
That's
sky?
when, no,
and-
that's when we would figure out some shit about the United States military. When they're just like, oh fuck, all right, well, we're gonna have to show them we got a laser. We just have a laser. We've been sitting on this laser for this exact moment.
We've never had that real fear. Like in the 40s and in the
No,
20s,
the
there was
whole-
probably real fear
The
of
entire, what do you mean the entire Cold War?
no, we like
we were like
no,
anti-red,
like kids our age. The only war we've ever seen is
They had
pictures.
nuke drills. They had nuke drills during the Cold War and stuff like that, where you would go and like, all right, so if a nuclear bomb goes off, you get under your desk so you don't have to watch the cloud kill you. It's like they did that and stuff during like the 60s Reagan administration style stuff. They're like, there's a very real threat that we could go to nuclear. I think there is an incident where like
The Cuban Missile Crisis during the Cold War. That's what almost popped the whole thing off.
No, there was just like one incident where it was like there was a couple minutes in Russia that they thought that the United States has sent a nuke off, and like this guy, he went on to win a peace award for it because he was like fighting off his cohorts. We don't know. They're like, fire fucking missiles at it. We would have been done.
That is a very serious fuck up. We're like, did they send it? Do you know for sure?
They
you
fucking
have receipts?
sent it.
The guy's like, well, I think
It's giving. I don't know.
Yeah. I got the 3 dots. I got 3 dots.
I got 3 dots.
I heard a bitch say that in real life the other day, and it really
Wait,
made
it's
my blood
giving?
burn. It's giving, and it doesn't even matter what you put after that. There's no
What
correct.
goes after that? I've never heard that before.
It's like saying it's just like saying they're putting off this type of vibe. Like you're giving vampire. Like I love this. You're giving vampire. It's
Oh.
yeah. It's
So everyone wants
It's
to.
the
Everyone
new
wants
version
to,
of Visco Girls.
Yeah, everyone wants to sound like they're like a dumb bitch and Devil Wears Prada.
pretty much. This is. Oh my God, she is giving strength.
Everyone
right
just
now.
wants to sound like a judge on Project Runway.
It's pretty bad. That's
Every
the
time,
one, yeah.
every time Haley says not and then this, like, oh my God, not him wearing that, and I'm just like, we don't do that in this house.
No, you get that.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't
Ew,
do that in
not
this house.
him wearing that.
Hey, or like, I'd be like, not that. We don't do that. You say his outfit is gay. That's what you say.
Yeah, slay, giving, whatever shit your girl just said, all that like California Real Housewife talk. Look,
Yeah,
I'm a
SoCal,
big.
That's like the place where like culture dies.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm a big smart women fan. I'm a big fan of women that provide value. That's not misogynist. I'm saying don't be a dumb bimbo. And that immediately gets you thrown into the dumb bimbo category. The second you're like, it's giving, or I don't know, if you're a white girl and your upper lip's bigger than your bottom one, or like
What
who
does
does
that mean?
that?
What the
What
fuck
the
does
fu- how
that
the
it means
fuck
you
does
have
that
lip
happen?
filler and you hate yourself.
Oh, like a droop lip, like
Yeah. Well, some of them get like there's like a distinct choice.
he's
you can
covering
make.
your mouth,
Just-
Andrew.
No.
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 Yeah, they do. They overcorrect.
Best believe that my camera's going to be off during this segment.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what they're going for. Is your like they want a fucking thick ass like black lady upper lip, and you're like, I don't like you anymore. Stop. Just love you. Be you.
Yeah, I couldn't like I mean thank God Haley isn't like I think I want to get my lips done. She's never once been like a person who's been like into like any cosmetic shit. Mostly because we watched this one documentary where it was like before Botched. It was like the guy who went on to be the host of Botched. He was in the documentary as the main surgeon. It was like from 2006. And like it was, I think I may have talked about it on the podcast, but they were just like some chick got like a tummy tuck, but they didn't
untucked.
No, they didn't sew up her stomach right, so there was just bile sitting in her stomach, just rotting all the way down, like her organs down, and she lost both her legs just from getting a fucking like tummy tuck. And they said it would help her diabetes and shit.
I'm pretty sure it did. It took the job for him.
You know,
Yeah.
Kanye's mom.
She lost
Kanye's
weight?
mom-
She lost weight for
She
sure.
lost 2 legs worth of weight.
well, you know, Kanye's mom died from a blood clot from getting
Yeah.
liposuction and a boob job.
Yeah. I think didn't Kanye like sue the?
Yeah, well, obviously you do for malpractice, but like
Yeah.
that literally does nothing to them. They pay so much money in.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm learning about this every step of the way. They have to pay. That's part of the reason why she didn't want to be a doctor. She wanted to be my girl.
Just
to be
say
a,
who they is.
Sorry,
Why
Taylor.
don't? No, the bigger they. Just say who they is.
The reason Kanye's Kanye. Them.
Doctors.
Oh yeah, I was gonna take it one step. I was like slave traders in the 1400s. I don't know.
The answer was Jews. Anyway.
You will not be a millionaire today.
Yeah. Unfortunately, dee. Yeah.
Nothing was more
Unfortunately, the answer we were looking for was Jews. You're gonna be going home with a jet ski.
fun. Yeah, you're gonna be going home with a goodie
But you
bag.
didn't leave empty-handed. You won a popcorn maker. Yeah.
Nothing would be more fun than that. Than really getting to know like, because you know they lease those, right? So like they'll get that
Jews?
car. Sure, yeah, but I'm talking about the Price is Right niggas. Like they'll get that car. They don't own that car. They'll rent it for a sec, and if they actually win the car, then yes, they'll buy it and give it to them. But if they don't win it, they just have the car for the day. Did you know that?
you get to ride around in a fun car?
No. Like
the people, like the studio.
The studio is the house. They are betting that you are not going to win this car. All those prizes they have, a lot of them they don't own. They rent them.
That would be a different name of the show instead of who wants to be a millionaire. It's just you won't.
Try me, bitch.
Yeah. Spin this wheel and try to win this car. You won't.
Didn't they have something like that on MTV? They had some sort of like prank show that was kind of like that.
Maybe. It probably had Rob Dyrdek like fisting a goldfish or some bullshit.
Dude, that was an era. That was MTV. When MTV was a major
I watched a
player.
I watched a documentary on Rob Dyrdek. He is like a business fucking genius.
Dude,
He's
have you heard his never had a bad day theory?
No.
He breaks his life down into like Andrew, you're blurry right now. He breaks his life down into like 9 components, and then like that's how he grades each. This is a crazy way to think. He breaks his life down to like 9 components.
Like 10% power, 20% skill.
100%.
I don't know what I don't know.
Dedication, power to
I don't
win.
know what it is. Something like that. But yeah. And then he takes that score from each one, and if he gets over like a 60% or something like that, basically he just like set up his whole life on this formula that he can't lose. It's like,
Oh,
dude,
yeah?
I watched my. He's like, dude, I haven't had a bad day. I've gotten close. Never a bad day. I was like, that's a great horseshit marketing clause that a bunch of 8-year-olds across the fucking country are gonna adopt to their core.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
just-
I'd rather take that than Andrew Tate. You know, if that's the one end, it just being like I've never had a bad day, and the other end is just being like cigars.
Every single one of you except me has had a bad day every day.
Every day you thought you had a good day, mine was better. Just being like,
Actually,
Oh, you mean him?
I respect
Yeah. Oh,
what
yeah.
I respect what Andrew Tate did for sure. He did essentially what like this is just should go behind the paywall, but like what my
Then
dream
don't
would
say
be
it.
with like less harsh. He basically took his big like he himself is big and strong and smart and looks that way, but he took the branding of himself and all those attributes he has and sold it for $49.99 a month to fucking incel idiots.
And the thing is, it's like he would talk to him and shit. Like you would see all those like clips that would blow up of just Andrew Tate sitting there in like a fucking like in like a Tim,
in the war room?
Yeah, in like
Yeah.
a Tim Dillon style, like Joe Rogan style, fucking authenticated war room, and then there's just a guy in his brother's room with his shirt off, just being like, "Yo, Tate, what do you think about me getting girlfriends?" He's like, "Every girl is a bitch." And he's like, "Yes, dude, fuck." And you're like,
It's the best business model.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you he's not like that when the cameras are off. I wouldn't mind having like an almost, I don't know if Ric Flair is the right. Who's like The Rock probably? The Rock is probably way different when the cameras
You want
are
to
off.
dice Clay.
No, because that's like a whole different person. Just like a slightly heightened version of yourself. Like I'm sure The Rock is close to what he is, but he's not fucking. Can you smell?
I don't even. Do you think The Rock has like alone time with friends? Like, do you think there's an option for him to be like, yeah, we're just having a small night, had a friend over from the
We're having a
weekend."
murder mystery party at
Well,
my
the
place.
reality
Yeah,
of it is, he does, but it costs him money. Think about who his friends are, and every time he turns on a camera, it makes him money. It is literally if he hangs out with
no camera on. It just friends hanging out.
I know, but that dude is such a monetary just go getter. All like he's losing money. Let's say Mark Ruffalo comes to hang out at his house. He's losing money not filming him and Mark Ruffalo hanging out.
Yeah, but then it's just not authentic, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to be like in a situation where he is like, when was the last time he was like just sitting there, just being like, "Fuck, I want a beer," and like, "I want
Every
a beer."
Friday, he has a Terramana cheat days.
Well, that's his brand. It's
Because
his
you'd be
own
losing
brand.
money if you drank without videotaping.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're completely missing my point, Daniel. I'm saying, how are you
No, I
not
get your
listening
point.
to
I'm
me?
saying your point's stupid. Make money. Go Team Rock. Like
No, I'm saying just like sitting there, just being like, I think I want to have a Corona. And then everyone gasps, and they're like, that's not rock flavored power milk. What do you mean?
Well, the reality of it is he can get a sponsorship for anything he wants. So it's like, if you can't get into
the
that
thing
level
is
of
that he would have a Corona, and then someone would snap a picture of it and
he'd
be
get a
like,
deal.
"Oh no, I'd made $30 million."
That's the
with
problem.
Corona."
He can't. Without trying, he makes so much money.
Do you think that's
You're
like?
right, yeah.
I mean, just like with the privacy issue of you just being like, you can't really do anything without it being like almost like it's like you're walking around with like you're like a NASCAR
That's what
everywhere you're going.
That's what you're signing your life away for, baby. That's part of the game.
I know, but I'm just saying at that level, that's the part of the game. But like, when do you think there's like a certain level you cross? where,
Pets 3.
Pets 3.
Pets 3.
What are you talking?
Jumanji.
What are you talking
Jumanji
about?
3.
A level of corniness? You're like, come. You know
No,
what it
a
is?
level of mainstream fame to where it's just like you're no longer a comedian. You're also like your
Level of fame where it's like not embarrassing to ask our guests. To
You know
take
who I'll
pictures
say? You know who
before
I'll
the
say is at
podcast.
that? Yeah. Well, you know who I'll say is at that break level right now. Shane, you watch him, and sometimes he'll get a little like he was just on Flagrant. A couple times he gets a little queasy whenever they say something. He's like, "Come on, okay, all right," and like he'll like excuse himself from the conversation.
yeah.
That's because the checks are getting high enough now that like there's big brands. That he's like,
Well, it's also Flagrant sucks.
but
That's a bad hang.
but you know what I mean,
that's
that's one of the biggest.
That's
fucking
no.
platforms
That's
there is.
exactly what Tristan's talking about. It's like, why can't we just be friends?
yeah, why can't we
Why
be?
do we have to have this talk show energy where you
Yeah.
overly laugh at something that you said?
Yeah, Andrew, why'd you have to do that?
I really don't. Yeah, yeah. Weird stance to me.
Yeah,
I'm
Weird
overly
stance.
laughing at things that you guys said. I don't do it for
I've
my
seen
own
you put
thing.
yourself over once or twice.
No,
Cock.
it's only for you guys.
Don't
I
try
don't do it
and
for
teddy
me.
bear your
I don't do
annoying
it
laugh.
for me.
No, you
I
do
don't
it
like
for
when you do it for me.
I don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I do it for you guys.
I do it for the fans.
It's like having an air. That's like
This is
having
what they come for.
Yeah.
This is what they pay a dollar
It's like
for.
having an air horn and being like, "What? I only spray whenever you guys do something good." It's still a goddamn air horn.
Yeah,
all
but
the
it's less annoying if it's after something you said.
Meh, 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 meh.
Like if I was like, "Yo, fuck these bitches," meh, 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 meh. But if you said "fuck these bitches," I'm like, "Meh, meh, meh, meh." It's a lot better if I did it for
Do you know what? I think I like the meh, 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 meh. I
Meh, 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 meh.
If you did it like meh, 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 it'd be, you do it like a foghorn with a ship coming to port.
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, it's like you're sitting every time. It's like dark waters, and you're just like running away from a pirate ship, just on one of those paddle boats, and
I'm
you're
just
yeah, no, you're just like, no, the viewer is just sitting there, just paddling, and then you're like, I think I'm safe, and then just a spotlight hits them, and it's like, and you're like, fuck, the pirates.
Andrew's like the foghorn's fucking.
Yeah, the foghorn of war.
Dude, foghorn fat ass over there.
Yeah. Well, I do think that was very funny. I do think that was very hysterical indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what you're saying, boy, is just silly.
If you did, if you had a Southern gentleman laugh, I would mind it less. I just fucking hit a punchline. You're just like, and just goofy laughed into a microphone.
Dude.
No, you'd hate it as the same. You'd hate it all the same.
Dude, if you could manage to split yourself into those two dudes on the edge of town in the SpongeBob movie, when there's
the knee slap.
Yeah.
Shell City.
Shell City. Was that thing take regular or diet? You just like fucking slapping each other and shit. That shit ruled. Now I wanted to talk about something. So I'm sure we've all flown. I had an interesting experience on the last leg of my trip. So I was like, just walking, doing my thing in the Atlanta airport, and I'm like not paying attention because I'm in like they put me in a fancy class, so like I could go on sooner. And I'm just like a fucking degenerate, so I'm like walking like 3 boarding classes late, and there's this guy beside
Did you
me.
fly here first class?
No. Business Plus.
Yeah.
Business Plus. Pay the boy Business Plus. Dude, it's so nice. And regardless, but we're walking in, and I'm just talking to this guy because like I didn't even say anything. I was just like walking past him, and he's just like, "Go to Arizona a lot," and I'm just like, "Nah," and he's just like just a nice enough old man to where I'm just like, I'll humor this for the 15, 20 seconds that'll be. And so he continues to talk to me all the way onto the airplane. And I'm just like, all right, thank Christ that I'm getting away from this guy and just going to be able to like put in my headphones and just do my own thing. Boy, golly. I'm sitting down in my seat and he's like, well, would you look at that?
Yeah, you invited him in. You invited a vampire into your
you
fucking
pulled a
home.
Haley.
No, I didn't. I was sitting there and he just kept on talking to me and I'm like, all right, cool. And then he's just like, well, would you look at that? We're sitting right next to
He's
each
an
other.
old nigga. Most of his friends are
It
dead.
would have happened eventually. No,
Push me to the edge.
All my friends are dead. Dude,
put
he
me
has
to
no-
the edge.
He has nothing but time and stories, and you're trapped next to him on a fucking tin Pringles can.
Oh yeah, it turns out Ron is in politics, and he was coming from D.C. and he's like, "Let me tell you something." I was
Which
like,
side is he? Is he a Jedi?
"Whatever you think Jedi is, yes."
I could tell you they don't have blue lightsabers. I could tell you that.
That is not a Jedi. That's Sith by Star Wars nature.
If you look at that movie from the good guy's side, I mean,
We're big Anakin fans here.
Yeah.
Big Anakin fans, dude. I see
Okay.
the lies
Star
of the
Wars,
Jedi, dude.
Star Wars is the perfect example that the Jedi is lying and the Vax was. No, I'm just.
No, it was-
Either side is good, dude. I'm a clone.
yeah.
I
Guys,
take orders from
I'm
the
just a
ruling
clone.
party.
I'm just a clone.
This is a clone, dude.
Yeah,
Trying to live my life.
yeah. I'm from Andor. I'm a clone.
Wait. Did they ever explain why John Boyega's black? They explain why and
Some
Because
people-
it's a galaxy very far away.
They have also like
real far, outer reaches.
not in my neighborhood. All right,
Not in my galaxy.
not in my galaxy.
Yeah, we named it the Milky Way because it used to be a nice galaxy.
Yeah. The,
Put that motherfucker in the outer rim.
the
Yeah.
Milky Way.
Yeah, go to the chocolate milk galaxy with all the ethnicities.
Yeah. And no, so boy Ron just fucking pulled up. He was just telling me, he's like, listen, you want to get your hair blown back. Let me tell you something. So I just was at a black tie affair. And wouldn't you know it? I had a full one-on-one conversation with the Newt Gingrich. And like elbowed me. He's like, how
He
about
met Newt.
Yeah, he is like,
Don't say it like he's an NBA athlete.
Yo, he met Newt.
yo, 40 points with the left hand.
Yo, bro, Newt did back-to-back Senate seats. Newt's the fucking.
Yeah.
Also, I like how you said that's just you're not doing
Man.
Ron. You're doing John.
Hey, did you
Madden.
plug my charger in?
No, he was
Like-
he was straight up just trying to woo me. He's like, no, he was just talking about like all this like the financial deficit, and I'm just like really sitting there. I'm like, you got the wrong guy sitting beside you.
You literally should have leaned in. Be a funny. It came out again. Be a funny improv guy.
I tried.
Be just like Newt. Oh, I totally.
Politics with Ron, he's very serious about those. And I'd be like, it's not like, Greece was getting all fucked over, man. It's crazy. I'm like, they can't even get their olives straight. And he's like, yeah, it's a serious financial crime going over there. And I'm like, all right, okay, all right. Can't get their olives
I
straight.
said
Not so good at office humor, huh, Tristan? Huh?
I'm just fucking rubbing elbows. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, hey, do you want me to blow you? Like, how do I get you to like me?
You couldn't talk. Were you really like panicking? Were you like, I don't know anything
I just knew
about-
it was a 4.5 hour flight, and he elected to not get the earbuds. So we were
Whoa, he talked the whole time.
whole goddamn time. He talked for
You didn't try to hit him with a "I'm gonna take a nap."
No, I was like sitting there and I'd kind of like look over and he would occasionally, because you know how we're in the emergency row and they have like the seat for the stewardess and shit, and so the chick is sitting down and my boy Ron, he's just fucking just sitting, young black girl, he's like, let me tell you something, and I'm like, oh god, oh god, Ron, what the fuck are you gonna say?
They didn't have
My buddy here totally agrees with it. I have not agreed to anything, Ron. I have not agreed to anything, Ron.
I'm just trying to look so hard like this isn't my dad.
You know,
and I'm like, I
he
have
just
no
looks at the
relation
black girl.
to
He's
this
like,
guy.
you know, when I was growing up, you guys didn't even have straight hair. Just like
Yeah.
saying shit. We're just like, what?
Business plus. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they let you in first class. Times have changed. No, but
International laws, I guess, up here.
yeah. In foreign waters, we don't know. No, but we're sitting there, and he's just like leans over to the fucking stewardess. And he's like, "Do you know what I like about the outfits at Delta? The uniforms, they're very slender and form-fitting. You can really see your curves. It's very nice."
You know what
And
I like
oh
about
my
the
God.
I'm like,
uniform?
Ron, you are in fucking politics, dude. What is this PR that
And
you're
then he
doing?
left,
for
and then he
yourself right
left, and then when she left, he got all dirty with. He's like, I really like it because she served that guy up in first class. I saw her labia.
now? Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny. That's
Pussy pink, booty hole brown. You know what I mean? I listen to Sexy Red.
You know her sex tape came out.
I think, on her Snapchat story.
She put it. I think it was on her.
It wasn't her who leaked it. It was somebody
I
else.
mean, sure, whoever it was, you don't think. I mean, that was perfectly orchestrated by whoever her PR. It's not even a big deal anymore. I think to have it's just a big deal. You didn't charge money for it.
Yeah,
I think is the.
you put your pussy out for free. Like
Now
a
you want to talk
bum.
about filming something because you make $1 off of it versus not filming it and just doing it for the love of the game. That's crazy. She got love of the game tape out there. That's
Yeah,
fucking
I-
Love of the game. That's
tape.
good.
Let's go back to the game tape.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty alright. That didn't
How
get
is-
the credit it deserved.
I,
That's okay.
I'm trying to tell you, I liked it.
Love of the game tape? Come on! I'm not just a pretty face. Keep going.
You're not much more, but
Zing! Zing! Got him. Put your hands up. You've been got. Gotcha. Bow.
I've been got. All right, keep going.
No, but yeah, it was a long 4.5 hours with Ron, and I did get some solace. He got like halfway into the Fast and the Furious movie, and I kind of saw him getting upset with it, and he's just like,
Yeah, because it's a globalized piece of shit. that,
No,
like,
you're
does
just
every big movie have to have a scene in China somewhere?
yeah. He was sitting there. He's just like, this is just crazy. And
you
I'm
know
like,
this guy's complaining about Contra.
He's
Yeah.
literally
Talking
watching
about Tyrese.
he's watching cars fly and go to space, and that's not the issue. He's mad that the second lead is from Japan. He's
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck's
they
going
brought him back. He was dead. He's like a huge Fast and the Furious fan.
on? They're fucking up the timeline.
I mean, listen, I was a fan when Cena got involved, but as soon as they brought The Rock, but I don't get it. No, but he was like sitting there and he's just like, nah, I'm not dealing with this. And then he goes and starts watching like 15 minutes of a Delta documentary about the history of Delta. And
Oh, just full on engaged. In
yeah,
that.
and guess what? He proceeded to watch 15 minutes and then just catch me right up to speed on what I missed in those 15 minutes when I was just sitting there on my phone, just trying to just hope that these 3 hours were going to go quicker, or that we went down.
Because that's what you do when you're old. When you're old, your memory goes. You don't remember where you were before, and you don't remember really where you're going. So you just see a Delta video playing about where you are now, and you're like, this is good. I like
It was
this.
about like post 9/11 Delta, and then going through to like COVID. He's like, they really couldn't catch a break, and I'm like, dude, what? And I'm like, they were fine for years.
But if they just gave like a real like cliff notes of it, they go November 10th, 2001, brown people, okay. November 11th,
Yeah.
brown people, real iffy, take your shoes off.
November
Yeah.
11th.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Damn, you know what I meant. But let it ride, dickheads. Just you, Tristan, yes, and I said November to his face, and he was just like, yes, Daniel, November 11th.
Oh, that happened in
See,
September.
what the, yeah, Andrew ruined our thing. We were both being fucking.
He had no idea.
It went
wave
right over
idiots
my head.
together.
Honestly,
Because
didn't
I
even
never
know.
forget. All right, I'm a true American.
Hey.
I never forget.
Hey, that's cool.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Hey.
There's a homeless guy who just sits and salutes out in front of the 9/11 memorial.
I mean, as you should. A lot of other countries wouldn't even
That's
let
a
you be
lie.
homeless. They would just take care of that.
it's a lie. That doesn't happen.
Oh. Well,
I
my part does happen. They go through the streets with a cleanup crew, and they're like, "Where are you employed at? Do you have a resident? Get up, come with us."
No, there's homeless. There's homeless. There's like a couple people who are by our house. Like the homeless dude that Haley sees every day on her morning walk. The homeless chick, she hates her. She's always like, she's just like, always smells like visibly bad. She's out in front of the CVS, and she has like
Her eyeliner and her blush don't mix.
no, she just has
She's just being petty about a homeless.
oh yeah. You wouldn't believe what she was wearing. Same
Ew.
thing again. 3 weeks in a row. Jeez.
Ew.
No, but she she'll sit in front of the CVS with like 3 carts full of shit, and she'll just sit there and kind of sit and like squat on a paint bucket, and then like she'll go and she takes shits and pisses in cups, in like fucking plastic cups, and I'll get a text in the morning. She'll be like, I saw the homeless lady take a shit. My day is ruined.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's a fucking experience to see a homeless person shit.
Yeah.
It changes your week.
And you can tell when it's like human shit and dog shit.
Yeah.
Like you see dog shit and you're like, that's dog shit, and you're like, that's a poop.
That's a whole ass dude.
I always kind of wondered where that takes place.
Everywhere. It's
yeah.
all around you.
A lot of
Because you
places.
like to think it's like, they wander their way into a Taco Bell bathroom.
No, and then
you're
they
like,
get immediately kicked
yeah,
with
but
a
then you're
broom.
like, on fentanyl, why would you care where you're fucking...
You think that just walking around all day, they burn off the poop and they never have to poop at all? They're just
Honestly-
a perfect system.
Honestly, how much do you shit for real, though? Yeah, it's like you're eating maybe 700 calories a day. You get a chicken sandwich somewhere.
No, I feel like it's gonna fuck. Your stomach isn't in. Your your fucking gut flora is probably all whacked out. Like I can't imagine you're putting in the fucking. You're like, oh, what? I'm saving up for a kombucha. Please give me $5. Like no one's doing
No,
that.
you're eating Taco Bell dollar
That's
tacos.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
on a
and you're
good,
blowing
yeah.
chunks.
on a good day, you get 2 Taco Bell runs.
It's just wet.
Yeah, and that's if you don't get drugs to spend in between Taco Bell, run 1 and 2.
I've had some pretty bad beer shits, but I bet a crack shit isn't good. I bet
Is it also go in the tinfoil?
Yeah, you smoke it.
Bet you it was runny. It got to be runny.
I imagine it's thin. I
It is
imagine
thin.
Like,
It's string bean.
it's like a little spaghetti.
Is it weird
Yeah.
that I'm less? Is it weird that I'm less weirded out by people shit if it's like if it looks like refried beans versus if I saw like a log? Does that
Like
make
a
sense?
splat?
I'm
Like,
less.
if you just
No,
watch
I'm,
someone
I'm
just,
literally
like-
talking about like when you go to a Mexican restaurant, they put refried beans on the side of your burrito
Yeah.
plate. That grosses me out less than like if I were to just see a fucking Red Bull can size like human log.
It's
and
like
No.
a perfect poop. And no, I would.
the log would gross you out less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
for
mashed
sure.
potato shit?
Yeah, then just like fucking
Nah,
mulch.
the compactness of the things still be because at least when it like spreads out, it's like some of it's watery.
smells
it's
so
smeared
much
on the
worse.
It smells so much
ground, and-
worse.
It smells so much worse.
It looks like an Italian dude got whacked.
I'm not saying it doesn't smell worse.
Yeah.
I'm saying just the physical, like, it's all still put together. Like, it just came out.
I'd rather
of-
have it be way put together than a Tarantino set.
Yeah, if I just walk in here and it's like fucking The Evil Dead, but with poop. And just blood everywhere.
Oh
and
my
just
gosh, the
poopy.
blown out at.
Yeah,
now
just
the
the-
blood changes it. Yeah, I'll give you that. If there's blood in it, then yeah. That's
You
a
don't think
whole-
there's blood in it? You
No.
don't think there's blood in it?
Just a little bit of blood.
Just a little bit? Not even a little bit?
Have you ever had blood in your stuff?
Yes, and I have a home.
I've never had blood in my stuff. Not ever. Well, I don't know that because I just.
You don't look. You don't study your poops. Or do you?
I always thought that was weird. Why do niggas do that?
What do you mean?
Look at their toilet paper. That's weirder than a motherfucker.
So you know when
Yeah,
you're done,
Tristan-
you dirty
Tristan-
butt fool.
Tristan,
We've been through this before.
been through this.
This is early episode stuff.
Been through this too much
You don't have to look at it
to
though.
know
This
that
is
Daniel
more-
can't wipe.
No,
This is
because you
more
go
hacked
once.
than the Warburton voice. I know this about you. You have a
You just go-
terrible, crusty butt.
No, you just go back and forth until it feels like it starts
You
rubbing.
give your asshole a noogie?
That's a good take. That's a new take.
It's crazy. You fucking the butt hairs tie together. You get like knots of butt hairs that you got to rip out, which
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
sure you do.
Carpet matches the drapes. What you say? No.
They're also in dreads?
Yeah, because you go fucking just not as they're not as mature yet. But I go like
You got little spider legs.
yeah, I go
Down there.
fucking back and forth a bunch, and then right when I feel like because you can start to feel the toilet paper
Once I
roll
feel
up.
friction fire starting
Yeah.
to form.
Once you feel the toilet paper start to roll up, then you go a couple clockwise
do
and then a
one?
couple counterclockwise.
You do one wipe
Okay,
every
this is
time.
hack your argument because
No.
we fucking talked about this. It's not
You
one wipe.
don't use
I do
This
because
is
you go
new information
No, because
coming
you
to
go
light.
you go down. You go with
Your
one.
Honor, I'd like to add this into new evidence. We're reopening the case.
The case has already been solved. His butt is bad. Wait, is it? I would like to.
I would like to have
a
like
stricter sentence.
I
in
would
place.
I would like to have no probation and shitting himself in the first degree.
We're going straight from house arrest to the death penalty, sir.
No, because it's you go you rub and you start to so you feel the you go back and forth, and you start to feel the things roll up.
This is
disgusting.
so
on the
bad.
toilet
This is the
paper.
This
worst.
is such a bad
On the
look.
toilet
Podcast
paper.
sucks.
For all the I'm so hot, I got a chiseled chin. I also have shit in my ass.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't introduce myself.
Your
100
underwear must
spokes
look
first.
like a nightmare, dude.
It
You only
does.
have to wear black
Taylor-
underwear. If
Tight blacks,
Well,
tight
what
blacks
you
for
guys
underwear.
don't understand is melanin rubs off in extreme heat.
That's
so
poop!
It's not. No, Tristan. It's my.
Your skin isn't a Klondike bar in the fucking sun.
I
What are you
slapped the
talking
then
black
about?
off your-
then my asshole's a black guy. All right. I have a black asshole.
I mean, have you ever found streaks in your stuff?
Yeah, he's sitting
When
next
I was
to you.
like a toddler, when I didn't know how to wipe, I'll wipe till I bleed, dude.
But it's never brown, right?
No, it's red because there's blood now.
Well, but it's because you don't got any chocolate in your skin. If you had some chocolate down there, it'd be a little brown.
So what you're saying is you're just like you're just wiping, and it's like one of those shits where you keep on wiping, and it's just like always stuff on there. And you're like, it's because I'm black, and they just go. It makes no sense.
You do, and then you do a little swirly cue at the end and
Yeah.
drop the thing in.
And then I go donate to the
You
NAACP.
don't wash your hands on the way out, and you come shoot a second episode of the podcast with your boys. With your boys.
Damn, you drink that whole Red Bull white wine. That's so gross.
He even ate the ice in
It's
there.
a 2.5 loco, dog. I'm fucking up. Aye,
I'm Liddy.
fucking Me and Brady used to talk in that voice to each other all the time. It would annoy the shit out of my dad. He'd be like, "Hey, food's ready." He'd be like, "Thank you, Daddy." He'd be like, "Shut up. Get the fuck out of my house
What
already."
the hell is even that?
What the hell even is that?
Thank you, Daddy. He'd be like,
Daddy,
"Stop
chill."
it.
Daddy, chill. What
Daddy,
the hell
chill.
even is that?
What the hell even is that? Get the hell out of here.
Get the fuck." That was great.
So good.
Where are we at? About 30.
We're at 40-ish minutes, 42
Okay.
minutes.
All right.
Doing good. Chugging along.
Oh, we were talking about your bringing it all the way back to the flight. Daniel, do you think you're like good at like letting people know off top that you just are not interested in talking to them? Because Tristan was like, I don't know how to get out of this conversation. I feel like you have a very good face of being like, don't even look in my direction, dude.
I was just kind of hoping that he would understand how stupid I was and just kind of get out of the conversation himself. Because like he was like a fucking like a actual politician. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to do like I didn't tell him I was a stand-up because I didn't want to have that fucking talk. And then so I was just like, yeah, I'm doing a private gig, like a private arrangement. I'm like, they pay crazy. And he's like, oh, I know. And I'm like, yeah, people walk up and just give you like $250 tips and they don't even care. And he's like, yeah, why would they? And I'm like, it's a lot of money. I'm like, I'm fucking poor in New York, bro. And the whole entire time I'm just trying to butter his fucking palm, just being like, yeah, give me your wallet.
I'm expecting my $250 now, please.
Yeah, this is a compensation fee for you fucking chatting my ear off the entire goddamn flight.
Yeah, that whole conversation shouldn't happen. You just give off. You give off like I can
talk to this guy.
Yeah, I don't give off like friendly energy. So I've never had that situation of like a.
Well,
a guy-
I also assume that you're got the overhead earphones and.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to play the Knicks when I get off this plane. No, I have normal.
There's no
headphones
way
on.
you don't travel like that. You don't travel like you're about to go fucking. I bet you
He
walk.
still walks into the plane with his UW gear on.
Yeah,
The
he totally
travel
walks
gear.
in. He totally walks in. He's like, "You guys don't even know the season I'm about to have.
You would be.
You don't even know."
It is pretty cool because sometimes
And the thing is, you didn't even know. Yeah, the season was
You don't
gonna
even
go.
know.
If you did,
I used to do that in college specifically. I would wear head to toe just UW stuff, and all my luggage is UW shit, and just people look at you
he's
like,
a handicapped kid. He works in the gift shop.
yeah.
He's the towel guy, actually.
Yeah,
I've never
he
airplanes.
pissed and shit all of his clothes, so we had to go to the gift shop and get him actual.
Airplanes to me are the best things ever because it's just a runway. All people do on airplanes is just watch people go by and judge them. It's fucking great because most people who are on airplanes are just fucking fat slobs.
Can you imagine Daniel on an airplane just doing laps from the front to the back, just being like, they're being like, "Do you need to use the restroom?" You're like, "No."
And
it's-
pose after
yeah.
I say and pose. No, I'm
Yes.
okay. Thank you very much. And then you fucking.
So there with like your head down, doing like each time you're doing like a different one, wearing your jacket a different way.
He throws it over his shoulder at the end.
It is, bro. Airports and airplanes.
We're gonna be
are-
serving drinks soon. Well, I'm serving looks, sister.
Well, I'm surfing.
I'm serving up. I'm dishing up this fucking fit.
They
right
are
now.
like. Do you guys ever get girls that make eye contact with you at airports? Because like girls get especially pyoinged up at airports. They're
Yeah,
just
because
like,
usually because I have my cock out, but that's just because I'm at the bar. You
Oh.
know?
It's usually because I have food on my
This
face.
isn't even. Yeah, this isn't even like
Yeah.
some.
It's mostly
normal-
because my bag sounds like there's several birds in it, and there is. but
My bag-
TSA doesn't know.
I'm a magician, dude. What are
Yeah.
they gonna do?
What are they gonna do?
Take them away. I'm gonna make them reappear.
Those are my employees.
I love it. It's the best. There's two pyoinged up females. It's watching the fucking guy from True Blood, whatever his name is, the Sofia Vergara husband, that guy, and airports, because there's this weird like Casablanca. You're passing strangers,
Just
going to
walking as a
different
rose in
places.
his teeth.
Well, Andrew can openly also stare at people. I stare at people. Oh my, like it's like they're an amusement.
Andrew
park.
looks like he could stare at them through like the window of like the Sky Club, just looking down at them, just like he's breathing on that glass hard.
It's all fogged up.
Are they keeping him in there?
I've always wanted to go to a Sky Lounge.
I know, same. It seems really fun. At the Delta Airport, you can like it's on the second floor in Detroit. It's on the second floor, and like you can kind of look up into it. I'm like, dude, there's no way if I was up there, I wouldn't be looking down. I'm like, filth.
Detroit. You went to Atlanta and Detroit?
No, I just Detroit.
Oh, I was like, you had 2 stops on the way out. The Business Plus goes out the window. You had like 9 hours.
I
of
know,
layovers.
dude. I felt like I fucking been doing it all day, dude. I've had such a long day. I'm like, it's 7 o'clock, right? It's fucking 5. I'm like, Jesus, I'm still on New York time.
We're hanging out. We'll be all right. What do we want to end on? We got anything fun? I had a list floating around here somewhere. 'cause I, feel
I
like
have a
had some.
list of all the boys I've kissed. Let me start. You. That's it.
Me.
you, me.
I don't like any of that. I don't like any of that.
That's how you test if there's a two-way mirror. You just start making out with yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, you gotta kiss
You're like,
the
my
mirror.
lips are touching.
And if
Fuck.
you feel them kissing back, you know it's a two-way mirror. You just put your hand on the glass and just like, let's break this fucking mirror down. let's be together.
Ew.
Ew, you do that.
You're already here, baby. Let's be together.
Ew.
And
I
then
do
you break
what?
the mirror and you're like, ew, I was trying to fuck me. Who are you? Get out of here.
Light turns on. It's cocks out on the other side. You're like, yeah, I could roll.
I know we could be together. I knew it. Just running at you, cock out. If you could have anyone in your brain, if you could think of the scariest man to run at you, cock out with, who would that be?
You.
Me?
Yeah, because I'd be like, now's the time. You let me see it. What's going on? You're just like, ah.
What if I'm just running at you and it's dragging like a tail? And I'm running and then I pick
And
it
then
up
your also your butt plug tail is also dragging. You
Yeah.
have 2 tails.
I have 2 tails.
I'd be pissed. I'd be so mad. If you had a big dick, I'd be
About
actually
which
so mad.
about which part?
You having a big dick. If you had
Oh.
a big dick, I'd be pissed.
D1 hater. D1 hater.
D1 hater.
D1
Who?
hater. You.
I'm not a D1 hater.
D1 hater.
I would just be mad if this guy had a big dick. for
Yeah,
sure.
that's a D1 hater mentality.
No, because
Let your man hang.
nothing about
Let your man
nothing
hang.
about him is like big dick worthy. It would just be a waste
I'm
of
a
a fat
sleeper,
cock.
bro.
Sleeper, dude.
I'm a sleeper. I'm a minivan with V8.
No, big dicks are meant for niggas with vibratos.
Wheels,
and
camber.
For some reason, incels.
You just say a Russian phrase. Your dick grows like 8 inches.
Yeah, dude. My dick don't grow for you, bro. You don't do
are
nothing
you a
for
piece?
me.
Are you a piece man?
What?
Are you a piece man? You have a
Piece?
nice piece.
It's fine.
Daniel's the only ever straight size queen I've ever met.
That is true. He's a
No,
straight size
Because
queen.
you get to. That's half the fun of having a big dick is so ladies think it's fun. But
The other
mostly
half
so
is
you
to
can,
show your friends.
Yeah, mostly so you can
The other
belittle
half is to-
small dick idiots. That's the point, and they happen to be my friend.
The other half is to dip into punch bowls.
That's for warm peanut butter, my friend. That's-
Put my dick in guacamole, dude.
Honestly,
How do you say pickle
without
in
jalapenos, I
Spanish?
think that'd be a good time. You
More
can
rea-
fuck some guacamole.
More realistically, I bet you a jalapeno feels pretty okay. It comes to
What?
it comes to a sharper point at the end. Not a
Inside of your penis? Or would you, like a sheath?
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
Like
It's gonna burn.
no, but like a fresh one though, not like a
That has nothing to do with it.
ripeness does not affect.
It-
not
yeah,
a
they're
pickled one. You throw
born
a pickled
with-
one on there.
born with seeds, pretty much.
We cut the seeds out.
It's still in there, pal. It's like a part of it.
Have you ever seen a white person be surprised by that? There's like, all you have to do is cut out the seeds, and they take
It's
a
still
bite.
hot.
Oh, it's spicy. You're like,
Yeah, I've seen that before. I remember. I actually in high school. This girl was like trying to be vegan. She was like, "Oh, I just got some like peppers and stuff to dip in hummus," and she got a jalapeno, and she just did it. She's like, "Yeah,
Just
Who has milk?
sweating.
Fuck these cows, dude. I need milk now.
Actually-
I love hummus."
That's one of the few things that'll turn me off to a bro, where it's like I can't fuck with you like that. If I see him be like, "Bro, this like chili is really hot," I'm like, "You're."
And you
stop,
know it's not
stop."
spicy.
Even if it is spicy, as a man, that's one of the few things.
I openly mock you.
Yeah, you're not allowed to, as a bro, you're not allowed to complain about most shit. You are most definitely not allowed to be like, it's spicy.
It's
You
just, dude. If honestly, if we're at like a sports bar or something watching a game, and like fucking one of my friends just didn't finish their wings. And I'm like, what's the matter? They're like, it's just too spicy for me. And I'd be like, tampons now.
Yeah, like
immediately.
if you ordered medium, but they accidentally give you fucking extra hot, you're just eating extra hot now. Wipe some of the sauce off and fucking
Get
call it a day.
9,000 cups of blue cheese.
Yeah, that's okay.
Be
That's
a man,
fine.
and then
Yeah.
white knuckle your toilet later on.
Isn't it so shitty being a bro sometimes? Because that is literally like
Oh,
that is
yeah.
the option. I have to white knuckle these atomic wings and then go fucking shit my brains out so my friends respect
Dude,
me.
the worst thing in the fucking world. I was in L.A. and we went to like this like Dave's Hot Chicken or something like that, or like fucking Cluck and Fucks, whatever. It doesn't matter. And so I'm sitting there and I'm with my buddy and I'm like, he's like, oh, I usually get like second to hottest. And I'm like, I'll try second to hottest too. And I'm like, I think I'll get like a little bit more. And then you're like hottest. I'm like one Red Bull. And then so. Which is just second hottest. I just repeated myself. But anyways, so we're sitting there, and I was like, it was one of those things where I just took a bite of like the spicy Nashville hot chicken sandwich, and then just like took a lap around his apartment with a red stripe, and he was like, "How is it?" I'm like, "It's really good, but just like let's not talk right now."
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, nothing's worse than that mouth burn where it's just and your lips are tingling.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude,
And it
I,
makes it worse to breathe. You're like,
Yeah.
dude, I had to drive home the next day. And I'm like, this is going to be fine. And then just like the beer mixed with the hot chicken, my butt was so bad, dude.
yeah, homeless guy shit.
I had pure homeless guy shit.
You
And luckily,
stopping Buckshot to a QT toilet?
oh, dude, so bad. I was spraying loves down. And like, dude, it was nice at first
Yeah.
because I was at my buddy's house and he had a bidet. And I've never really used one before. And so he's like, he did say something really funny. And I'm like, how does this work? He's like, there's two modes. It's like, this is nice and this is how I come now. Shout out Keel. That was very funny.
That'd be fun. Have you ever seen those dudes who do like bidet reviews, where it's just like a bunch of bros that like we just film ourselves hitting a bidet? Did you make a face? Did you make a fun face?
I went, oh, and then I did like a little bit like a slow kind of wind up into it, and it was just like, oh, this is delightful. This is delightful. And then it started to get like my balls and stuff like that. I'm like, this is basically a tiny shower. And then I didn't shower for 4 days.
Just my own masculinity and whatever bullshit I'm ingrained with. Not that I would never try one. It would never fully allow me to like.
No, you
Enjoy
won't
it.
do a
Enjoy
bidet,
it.
but you will rim job your asshole.
With a
Dude, I was-
you'll get like a knuckle deep with those little dude wipe things.
They work. They're minty chill.
Yeah, dude, but imagine what is more minty chill than
All you
the-
have to do is just put toothpaste in your bidet. And now
I'm
you
not
have minty
saying
chill
it
water.
wouldn't
Done.
feel good.
Done.
I'm not saying it doesn't get you clean. I'm saying my reaction would just be like, yeah, this thing works for. Like I couldn't allow
think
myself to be like,
No, you would no. That's fucking wake up in the morning, Daniel.
Yeah,
when
you
you're
thought the
taking,
same thing about dude wipes. Look at you now.
you're taking a fucking a late night shit, just fucking drunk coming home, just like I gotta poop, and as soon as you hit that thing, you're like bouncing into it. You're like riding that
Yeah.
jet stream.
do you ever take
It's
a
gonna
shit?
make you come.
Do you ever take a shit so bad, like at night, like a late night one, that you leave your underwear off after to let it air out?
What?
No.
I
That
feel like
means it
that's
got
pretty
in the
common.
underwear,
Well, no, like because sometimes like you come home from a day.
and it's like
Your
the butt sweat.
Well, yeah, your grundle is just, it's done. All right. It's done. It's not good. And then you take your underwear off. Those are out. Throw those away. Those are not throw them away, but throw them in the laundry pile. They're kind of
Light them on fire.
Yeah. I mean, that smells like fresh caught salmon. And so you throw those over in the corner. And then you go to,
I
you do
really
your
think your butthole discharges like a pussy.
hold on.
I think. do
I'm
you know
telling
how,
you about
like-
the best feeling in the world. Watch this. So here's what I'll do. Every night
Yeah,
before I
do
go
you
to
know-
sleep.
It was getting hot and heavy. My asshole got wet.
Yeah.
Every night before I go to sleep, I take off my disgruntled MeUndies underwear and I throw those, those are put away, road hard, put away wet in the corner. Throw those over there. Then I go take a shit, no underwear on because I need a full range of motion through my hips. I need to get proper hip alignment. I'm about 3 years off from a squatty potty, for being real. And then, obviously fucking spackle the under rim of the toilet.
Yeah.
Wipe that. I told you the motion with a dry wipe. Then I repeat the same motion
like
with a
20
wet wipe.
minutes of poop talk.
And then I go lay in the bed, underwear off, because you need to let
Oh
it
my
breathe.
That's
God,
disgusting.
That's
No.
terrible.
But I lay in the
Fuck
bed. Here's the part though. So Taylor will
Fuck
be in.
If you ever think we're living in the same room, you're out of your fucking mind.
Well, no, I'll be in the bedroom. So Taylor will be in the.
Fuck you.
So Taylor will be laying, and I'll go sit up next to her. She'll be spooning, and she'll be under the covers, and I'll put my right leg under the cover, and I'll grab her like this. But then I'll put my left leg over the cover, full asshole out, and we're spooning like this, watching a TV show while I'm letting my fucking shit air dry.
I hope someone
That's
robs you.
so gross.
I hope someone robs you and just gets to.
How is that
So
gross? If I
Because
put
one,
in
you
a
don't
non,
wipe properly. 2, you know it's the gnarliest shit you're gonna take of the day. And 3, you just go ass to the wind on your fresh linens.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's gross as shit.
you don't sleep naked?
No.
You guys are weird.
no.
You
dude.
guys are, well, really, I sleep like Winnie the Pooh. 'Cause I'll still have a shirt on, but I'll just be
That's
naked.
crazy. That's crazy.
I'll just come fresh from a gnarly shit with an undershirt on, socks and no socks.
Just a
and
giant toddler walking around, just like, I made a big shit. Let me cuddle you.
Taylor's like, okay.
Can you smell it on my butthole? It's out.
Hey, can I be real one time? And this is the grossest thing I'll say. This will sure hold it against me if you want.
Stop.
One time at the old apartment, I was on our duvet cover. I was like kind of delirious while I was
More like
sleeping.
Puvet cover.
No. If you
And I
say
just,
what
well,
I think you're gonna
scratched
say,
the inside of my asshole, which I kind of do sometimes anyway. I scratched the inside of my asshole with the duvet cover, just thinking like this
Dude,
is how you
what
get
a
the.
dick bag.
And then I didn't know, and I woke up the next morning and
Little cherry on there.
well, and me and Taylor and me and Taylor were at breakfast, and then she went into the room and she goes, "Daniel, come here." I was like, "What?"
You pooed. You
She goes, "What is
in the
this?"
bed?
I was like, "I don't know." And then I watched her hit like there's a scene in Alvin and the Chipmunks where Dave finds a raisin on the ground.
I know exactly. what
And
scene
and
you're talking
Theodore's
about.
like,
Yep.
"What? It's a fucking raisin," and throws it in his mouth and just has to sit there and go. I watched my sweet, sweet girlfriend watch me do that because she goes, "What is that?" And I was just like, "What?" It's clearly food or something like that. It's just, dude, I smelled all of it. I was like, oh no. Yeah, I don't know. I ate something the bed last night. It's
poop.
You deserve exactly what that Uber driver gave you. You deserve exactly what that Uber driver gave
You
you.
deserve it all and more.
I did. I just felt it. I was like, man, I suck. It should be like, I don't know, peanut butter, fudge.
Yeah.
A mix of the two.
I have brownie night every night in bed. I'm surprised it's the first time I've left any remnants.
It's
I'm
so
very
crazy.
good at. I usually lay down a tarp.
Oh, it's so crazy. She loves me.
Dude, that's really very gross.
It is nuts. Yeah. If I was single, I'd probably clean it up a little bit, but probably clean up.
You should just do that for the betterment of you.
I mean, it's not a problem. It's not a problem.
I like how you were like, Andrew, you need to live with other people so that you're a proper adult. You're the one shitting your bed. You
First
shit
of
your
all,
bed.
I am a pro. I didn't shit.
You shit your bed.
I wipe too hard.
No.
I wipe aggressive.
Don't say
you
it
wipe
like
too hard.
Don't
I
say it
have
using
big
your bed.
Don't say it like a dude that hit his wife. It's like, I love you too hard. You shit the bed.
You wipe the bed. You wiped your butt with the bed. You went back. You're just like a little bit fucking Monica in my life. Whippity whip.
Well,
and
when's the proper time to scratch your asshole?
not naked with your duvet cover after a fresh
Do you ever
shit.
scratch your asshole with underwear on? It's the same fucking thing.
My girlfriend doesn't sleep in my on my underwear.
You're trying to make a point that doesn't
It's
exist.
not there, bud.
No, I'll give you the wiping was bad. I'll give you that was wrong. But the laying,
But
the laying
no,
open asshole, no problem.
But that leads to it. It's the gateway drug to shit on the
yeah,
bed.
the open asshole. The open asshole is really nothing wrong. Because if I didn't give you such a description and we
I think you
assumed I
need to-
wiped
I think-
properly, it's not that gross.
I think you need to regress back to like full blown PJ like nightcap.
You need a onesie.
You need a
if
onesie.
it came with buttons, if it came with like the
If it came
clicker
with
buttons,
ass
yeah.
buttons, I'll accept.
Yeah, and
Dude,
and
can
not-
you imagine just the absolute, just ground zero that ass flap would be after a month of use?
Yeah, it's brown. He keeps with it.
He wouldn't wear underwear.
No,
that
no,
would be the underwear.
No,
It'd be a mess.
No, his ass will just wipe off. It's brown, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's melanin.
Yeah, it's melanin.
It's
my
melanin.
hemorrhoid red,
More like
my booty
smelling
hole brown.
Smelling
Smelling
it.
it?
No, your bed cover brown.
The word was smelling it. That's what I said.
That's good.
I wanted that pun to get in there. Because I did say pouvet. Nothing? All right. All right.
You should have left it in the dark.
You looked at sex game
Who they
tape like it
cover.
wasn't funny.
Pouvet cover. We're moving on. All right.
Actually, I mean, I think we're about done. We're at the end of the episode.
Pouvet. What was the good one I said?
I forget.
Smelanin.
Ah, yeah. Remember that one? Smelling it. Got him. Laid it down.
My booty pink. What time is it? Oh, yeah, I gotta
My
get- I
pussy
gotta get
pink
ready,
and
so.
my booty hole is brown. That's kind of.
Yeah, I got about something. Anyway, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching the cast. Join the Patreon. There's $1 McBaller level. Literally 4 quarters. Don't be weird. But there's also, if you're real, there's a $10 Gus Lanite, follower of Gus.
Guzzle.
The new Patreon logo looks a lot like the shit you left on your bedspread.
Yeah,
Does
no,
it?
it's not
It's a
good.
bad logo.
It's not good. It's not good at all. But we love you. The app itself, great. Their art team, absolute shit. But we'll see you guys later. Join the Patreon.